April 1964, that's when Malcolm X split with the Nation of Islam, shortly after he traveled on a pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, where he was exposed to mainstream Islam. And I quote, "But we were all participating in the same ritual, displaying a spirit of unity and brotherhood that my experiences in America had led me to believe never could exist between white and non-whites. But on this pilgrimage, what I have seen and experienced has forced me to rearrange much of my thought patterns previously held and to toss aside some of my previous conclusions." Malcolm X later said that seeing Muslims of all colors, from blue-eyed blondes to black-skinned Africans, interacting as equals led him to see Islam as a means by which racial problems could be overcome, quite different than the black separatist philosophy of the Nation of Islam and their teachings that white people are devils. Malcolm didn't just have an epiphany of how true faith is colorblind with a message of acceptance, he also spoke truth to power when he heard rumors of Elijah Muhammad's extramarital affairs and subsequent illegitimate children fathered by him.
And I had stated in a newspaper article about an effort to take my life back in January, and at that time the Muslims denied it.
Why are they threatening your life?
Well, primarily because they're afraid that I will tell the real reason that I'm out of the black Muslim movement, which I never told. I kept to myself. But the real reason is that Elijah Muhammad, the head of the movement, is the father of 8 children by 6 different teenage girls. 6 different teenage girls who were his private personal secretary. The one who first made me aware of this was Wallace Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad's son. And it was their fear that if I remained in the black Muslim movement, and this came into the knowledge of his followers, that they would leave him and follow me.
Malcolm understandably became disillusioned when the rumors were found to be true. And instead of repenting for his wrongdoings, Muhammad attempted to justify his behavior using scripture. All people of faith should look to Malcolm X, including Christians, as an example of speaking truth to power and leadership of the church when they break from the truth, to hold them accountable to the scripture and the example that Jesus has left for us. No, the Bible doesn't say don't lock up immigrant children, but the Bible doesn't have to get that specific when the overarching theme is love. When Jesus was asked what is the most important commandment, he responded, love your God with your heart, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. Loving your neighbor as yourself is the antithesis of racism, bigotry, and discrimination. The way you treat other people is a direct reflection of the maturity of your relationship with God. Like John wrote in the Bible, if you say you're a Christian and you hate your brother, the truth isn't in you. Martin Luther King once said, he who passively accepts evil, as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it. And Malcolm X wasn't going to be complicit or turn a blind eye to his own folly. He wasn't afraid or too rigid in his beliefs to discard false understandings in light of reality and to remain dedicated to the truth. We should be just as bold and speak up when we see the hypocrisy in our modern churches, judging homosexuals while the male church members are addicted to pornography and pastors are molesting children. When the church aligns itself with ungodly political leaders while quietly appointing conservative judges. What do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? I suggest we don't leave churches, but we stay to change them from the inside out. Less than a year after his trip to Mecca, Malcolm X was assassinated. Malcolm X's life exemplifies a dedication to truth and justice, as well as a commitment to faith. This has been Nia Gray with your Faith Report.